Power 106, LA's number one for hip hop. It's the all new Power Mornings. I'm Letty. And beyond an honor, beyond, I think, a life goal is to be able to talk to such a spirit that we're going to speak to right now. And I think, low key, if I do anything else, having you on right now, Lauren, is why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Oh,
that's the
Letty.
purpose of why I do what I do, Lauren. We have Lauren London in here with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Lauren, okay, so look, I know the world's look to you to be a teacher of sorts in like this time, right? But I think, and I know we all know you for how we know you. We all know you from whether it's in videos or it's being an actress, whether it's you with Nip. You're now a figure that's set in stone in Los Angeles and in our culture. And I feel like you've always been a teacher, which is crazy. I remember speaking to you, and we're talking a little bit about this off air, Lauren, about being a mom. And you were the person that told me, Letty, pray for a guardian angel for that baby inside you.
Yes.
Because being a mom is a lot. And sometimes we go through all the emotions of pregnancy and hormones, but sometimes the baby needs protection since then, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I remember you set me aside and you were like, have that. And I think that's one of the biggest gems that I give to expecting moms, you know?
Yeah.
That's big, Lauren. That's something people don't teach you.
Yeah, I mean, I think my aunt taught me that, but that's something I always tell new moms because it's already so much
Right.
to be a mom that you need to feel comfortable and make yourself aware to ask for higher help.
Oh yeah, and even just protect, not protecting from yourself, but also they're in there and you got them. But sometimes like we don't really got ourselves a lot.
Yes.
We're going through our own uphills, like peaks and valleys type of deal.
Absolutely. So you need a
That part.
assistant in covering the baby when you can't necessarily show up even for yourself.
Oh yeah, Lauren,
No,
and you're
for
showing
sure.
up. You show up, Lauren, and you're showing up with an LA Love Story. LA Love Story. This is a launch that you have with Puma, and I don't think that there's a better word, better term, better title for it.
Thank you.
You've been creating for a few years,
Yeah.
right? The whole collection.
2.5 years, actually, like right when, right before COVID hit. Yeah, and so it's been a lot of delays because of COVID, but timing is divine. So I trust that this was exactly the right time, and because it was the first time we were really gonna see me do something outside of what we're used to me seeing,
Yeah.
what we're used to seeing me do, like acting wise. I
Yeah.
just felt like I wanted this to be the most authentic me, and I feel like this city is so much in my heart and
Oh, yeah.
about what I stand for, and has helped stretched me and supported me and really just graph a lot of my journey.
Did the name did that concept come first, or did the pieces come first?
What came first?
Because that's so telling. Just I'm seeing
Yeah.
stitching on there. I'm seeing it's not on you, it's in you.
Yes.
I'm seeing just even from what I'm seeing, the khaki. That's
Yeah.
LA. You know, it had to have just came in together.
I feel like they probably were born around the same time as far as creatively. I think that I had an idea of what I wanted to create because I wanted to be very true to how I dress.
Yeah.
And my like laid backness and just chill and like easy pieces you don't have to really think so hard about. And I think that's when it was very much LA.
Yeah.
The Dickies, and then just Nip's quote, "It's not on you, it's in you." I think they kind of just merged and happened at the same time, the name. Yeah, it was really divine actually.
You
Yeah.
have to let it just be.
It was really just, it was like marinating together.
That's beautiful. You know, Lauren, I remember Nip talking about, I think he had a poster. It might have been around your birthday, but he was more so talking about Victory Lap and how it was you kind of his muse through that whole project, whether it be the drop on the album, the Victory Lap drop, or just you kind of being who he went back and forth with on ideas.
Yeah.
It's crazy that this is like the reciprocation of that. Because that LA Love Story, you see Nip weaved within that.
Totally.
And that's your work of art. That's your piece.
I think that's his real connection. When you have a real connection with someone, it surpasses the physical aspect of your life. You're always inspired by them.
Yeah.
You're always wanting to honor them. You know, I'm constantly being reminded of things Hustle would tell me that now makes more sense now than it did then.
Yeah.
And I just think it just really, that's why it is a LA love story.
There's these moments where I'm sure you're riding around LA and we see Nip everywhere. It's a beautiful reminder. Is there a reminder, a spot that when you think of your LA love story, you know, like, this is my go-to spot. This is like vital in the LA love story that is Lauren and Hustle.
And it's so, we rode around LA so.
Wasn't that your first date? Y'all just driving?
We rode around LA was our first date, yeah. You know, we also first met Eyes at the Marathon store on Crenshaw and Slauson. So, I think more than like places in LA, I think it's Cross that is a constant reminder of what we had.
Yeah. I see.
Our son.
Yeah, I see. It's crazy because there isn't a better collab than Children, to be honest. Because then you're still reminded and you still see the isms of like, oh, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Ermias is right there.
Oh, my gosh. So deep into that little boy, for sure.
But I know that I think I think you called it your boys, Cam and Cross, you being their mothership. You know, that's beyond Earth. Mm-hmm. That is everything. That is all encompassing. Being their protector, you know. I think there's a lot to be said about you taking that on and you being able to, granted it takes a village, but really it's like a lion. It's like a lion when it comes to your children. You know, how has motherhood been, especially, you know, coming out of the pandemic? The world isn't nice.
Yeah.
You know, I'm seeing things like when I look at stuff like at Uvalde, it's crazy because we never had like drills that were about like active shooter, quote unquote. Yeah. I'm not ready for that for the boys. I know.
Oh, it's just like, it's such crazy times and it's just such a time to be in deep prayer. I feel like I've been just moved to be in really deep prayer because I feel so helpless.
Yeah.
Because you really can't control outside of you. And, you know, when they're at school, you're just trusting the school to protect them. I just am always in really deep prayer over my children. I feel like that is, right now, my only defense. And often, you know what I mean? It's just like extremely deep prayer over my children and their protection.
Yeah. Do they have their own? I remember I saw this video and it was you were talking to the boys. They're like, Mom, is it gonna be deep? You're always deep.
They do. I know.
Are they like that always, Mom? Yeah.
The little one is. He just is like, yeah, he's pretty much riding with me. You know, and I think this about the kids. Like, they're not gonna take everything I'm doing as like what they're going to do. They're their own people. They'll find their own paths. They might connect spiritually with other things, and that's okay. I'm not trying to turn them into me. This is my journey. But I do want them to know that whenever in life something happens, they'll probably be like, you know, I remember my mom was this, so let me meditate because I helped her out.
I saw her with the breathing technique.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start trying to breathe.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm just trying to like showcase and set an example of like, these are tools. You can pick, this is a huge toolbox. You can pick which one that works for you. You might not need this. You might need that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just want to be I want to like show them that there are tools for that. But they know I'm pretty deep.
Yeah. I wonder if it's the Sag. Because we're both Sagittarius, Lauren. It's about to be our season, by the way.
It's about to be our season. I know. Thank God. Look, because it's just like, hurry up. Get
the Scorpio out the way. Cool, we see you. Come end of November. It's our time.
It's our time. Yeah.
I think it's even, like, we talk about it just being so divine. I think there's a divinity in that season being the end of the year, too. There's nothing like being, like, retrospective and inside yourself come towards the end of the year. And I think that's one of the biggest traits of a Sagittarius.
We're the philosophers, right? Yeah. So we're always aiming towards the wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Lauren. LA is ingrained in you. You're ingrained in LA.
I have it tattooed on me. What is up with me, right?
Where's Los Angeles at? Where's LA
It's
at?
right here.
Let's go, Lauren. In that old English too, Lauren. Who did it?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago, and I think I just walked into a shop.
Yeah.
I was very infamous for just walking into a random tattoo shop. I have so many random tattoos.
And be like, tap me up. Look,
Yes.
put LA right here.
Yes, girl, I used to do that.
What
Lord
are,
Jesus.
like, if you're thinking LA, right?
Yes.
And what is like, give me Lauren's LA playlist. Wiz Power 106.
Oh my
I
God,
want to
yeah.
play your if I'm riding around with you, Lauren,
I actually
what am I
have
listening
it.
to?
Should I like just read it off?
Please.
Hold on, it's on my phone, and I dropped my phone.
Tell me the top 3
Oh my God, what happened to my phone?
LA playlist. We gotta run that on Power.
Shit, you do. It's definitely Nate Dogg.
Definitely Nate.
Nate is on there. Hold on. DJ Quick is on there. Wait, you guys. Okay, there it is. I can't see.
It's the curated Lauren London LA playlist.
Oh my gosh, hold on, y'all. It's definitely.
You already know when you're riding around, you're dropping this.
Yeah.
You're gonna play it.
I just like have a West Coast playlist
Yeah.
that I have on my thing. Let me tell y'all.
And there's different season West Coast too. There's like a summer LA playlist.
Yes, because then you got to play summertime in
Yeah,
the
Dove
LBC,
Shack,
of
yep.
course. You already know. Oh my God, I'm giving you 90s. Okay, here's.
I love it too because I can see you riding around rapping every word, singing every Nate Dogg bar.
You already know. So, Never Leave Me Alone by Nate Dogg.
Let's go.
Let Me Ride, Dr. Dre.
I'm already there with you.
You're already there with
I'm already
me.
there with you.
And Let's Play House, the Dog Pound.
Lauren,
And
you're gangster as fuck, Lauren. Not Let's Play House.
That was the music that was playing
Yeah.
around the house growing up. Yeah.
You know what I love about you too, Lauren? I remember meeting you and us being like, look, I grew up in an apartment complex. I had my Mexican homegirl.
Oh, yeah.
You always tell me about the orange rice.
Listen, yeah, my mom was a single mom, and so she worked like 3 jobs. So we had neighbors that were Spanish, and the lady next door would take care of me for my mom when my mom would be at work like hella late.
Yeah.
And so they loved me so much. I was like an adopted cousin.
Yeah.
And that's when I got introduced to the authentic Mexican food.
Yeah. Lauren will hit me all the time. Like, hey, I need that orange rice.
I need the orange.
But what do you put on it, Lauren?
Sour cream.
Lauren, that's wild, Lauren. How do you eat your tacos?
Well, I also do. I
You've
fry
also
my
flipped our tacos.
I flipped y'all tacos. I do fry my shells. I call it a ghetto taco. But yeah.
It has cheese on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I know.
Tomatoes, onions,
Yeah.
cilantro.
I love it. You fucking made it yours. It's an LA taco.
Yeah. It's an LA taco. Yes, girl.
So much of Los Angeles is the food, and so much of the connection between cultures is the food.
Absolutely.
I love that. I can never stop celebrating stuff like that.
For sure.
Because I think even beyond it all, there's always going to be a Mexican spot around the corner. There's a soul food spot. There's a spot that we really can become each other's fans. There's so much things that divide us, especially in Los Angeles. It's easy. One of my favorite things, and I don't mean to bring them up because I'm the prize, is my husband and Nip.
Yeah.
But their brotherhood, the people even just seeing their example of this is what happens when two brothers, whatever background they come from, they show up and they show out.
Well, in LA, we're neighbors.
Yeah.
We grew up together. You know what I mean? I definitely, growing up in LA, it's kind of like a melting pot. If you grew up in a certain area, you know what I mean? You have friends that, I had all kind of homegirls from different races and
ethnicities. Yeah. Cross that too. Cross no Spanish.
Cross does know Spanish. Yeah, he does know Spanish.
That's beautiful though.
Yeah.
That is just, I guess, leading them, giving them as much resource as possible to be able to make it, to be able to make LA theirs too.
And I think it's important that your children aren't just in one lane, that they, because we are, it's unity. We are one human race.
Yeah.
That we should just kind of, accept each other, love on each other, and, be able to speak to each other and understand cultures and experience other cultures. That's how you grow wise.
Yeah. Lauren, you ever thought about making music? Because you got bars.
I
You
cannot. J Rock
Shut
just
up.
told me this.
Yeah. You got bars. And you freestyle. I hear a beat and sometimes
Someone
you freestyle.
already told me that I probably could rap. I cannot sing. I can't sing. And you don't think I'm
There's
too old to
auto-tune
rap
for that.
now?
There's auto-tune for that.
No, I don't. I feel like if I was, I can't. God
Because
did not
sometimes
bless
low-key,
me.
your captions or just the things you're saying, it's like, boom, put that on a track right now.
Could you imagine? Yeah, no. I wouldn't even, I think I would like freeze up.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself though, like expressing in that manner, whether it be written, whether it be a book or
For
poetry?
sure.
I love what you.
Yeah.
And I know like you teamed up with Samantha to for that poem that you did for Puma, right? But things of that nature, expressing yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah. I've always been into poetry. I used to write poetry when I was younger. So I definitely, and I write all the time.
Yeah.
I'm always writing and reading. So I think definitely in the future I would like to put out works of poems and, wisdom I've attained along the years and just a guide map maybe that can help somebody that's ever been in my position.
I read an interview you did recently, and you talked about this nudge that you get when you meditate sometimes, and it's like that's kind of how you get steered in different directions. I can't tell you how many times it's like that's truly those moments where when you need confirmation, it's like, yeah, go this way or go that way. Is that the nudge you felt when creating this collection?
Yeah, I think when you stay true to your core and to yourself, you can't go wrong.
Right.
Everything, we always assume that if things aren't taken in on large levels that they're failures, right? But I think the failure is not being authentic to yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think anytime you step into your truth, that's the nut. That's the line. That's where you stay in that way. Stay on that path. Never sway out of that, because that's the right way. That's never going to lead you astray. You have to stay authentic to yourself, and that way you'll always hear the messages. You'll always, whether it's big or small, whether it's this huge success or maybe two people peep it, it's successful because you stayed in alignment with yourself. So
then there's no measure to it. There's no human measure to it.
It's really no you got to
yeah.
stay 100% yourself and what's true to you, not what you think people think you should do.
Yeah.
It's really, so that's what I really wanted to stay in alignment with this line, was I just wanted everything to be true to me. Even in the, how the seating, the boxes, the seating boxes, the colors, the boxes, the shoe boxes, I just wanted everything to feel true to me. I was open to collaboration. Groovy Lou was definitely major in helping me design and create. And he was very instrumental in making sure that I was allowed to be authentic.
Yeah.
So I think now I just have to trust it. You know what I mean? I just have to trust people like it and love it and feel my genuine whole heart in this. This is new for me. I'm terrified.
I'm gonna tell you right now, and I know you see it and I know you feel it. It's the energy transferred. It's knowing you put intention into it. So I can't wear this. Low-key, people probably will wear and do some fuck shit, but I can't wear this and not know like there's intention with it.
It was so much intention with it. I just really, like I said, this is so new for me, so I feel like brand new in this and very vulnerable, because I'm new to the fashion space. But my God, I really, really enjoy doing this, and I really, truly put my heart in this, and I really hope that it is received how the intention behind it.
Even the date, Lauren, 11/11.
Yeah, I didn't even pick that date. And it was a date we had, and then COVID. So we kept getting delayed, and then it circled back to this date.
Is there another number? Is there a number that you see? Do you have your own angel number?
I see a lot of numbers lined up. I'll see 222, 555 a lot. I see a lot of 444 a lot. I see a lot of numbers lined up a lot, and I just think those are different messages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that you pay attention to the messages, and you've always
there's omens everywhere.
But it's also to recognize that.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's everywhere, but when you have the eye for it, you can really take it in.
Well, that's one of my prayers in the mornings, that God allows me to see the miracles throughout the day.
I love that, Lauren. Lauren, who fills you up? Like, who fills your cup? You do a lot of filling people's cups.
Wow.
You're like, hey, what do you need? Do you need strength right now? I'm going to give you strength. Do you need wisdom right now? I'm going to give you wisdom. Who does that for? Because, Lauren, you're like everybody's strength. But you need strength too.
Oh my God. I have a really I have some very wise elders and healers that I lean on. I have a therapist I love dearly. You know, I have a lot of strong Black women in my family that are prayer warriors. And I didn't realize till recently how that really like influenced who I am. So if it gets too tricky, I know to go to my auntie's house and get a real prayer, a real one. And I read a lot. I watch a lot of T.D. Jakes. I watch a lot of Reverend Michael Beckwith. And just like I have a lot of wise elders around me that I respect and hold dear.
Yeah. You know, the last time I got to interview Nip, you were in there.
And I was with you guys.
Yeah, I remember talking to Nip about the way of the superior man, right?
Yes.
And even just you giving it to him.
Yes.
And understanding is like, look, we're heading into this journey together. I'm already knowing my headspace got to be different. Your headspace got to be different. But him even making that analogy of like, you know, when you have a great partner, it's, how can you be great and I not be great? How can I sit on my ass while you're out here hustling? And it's the steel sharpens steel of your guys' relationship, you know? That book, I think it's a great example, but I don't think you can never escape it, that like you guys setting that precedent of, you know, it's not just I long for you, I lust for you. It's also like, can I get more enlightened with you? You know, do you have that still? Is there, you know how they say like Nip had that full list of books?
Yeah.
Did Lauren have to read that full list of books?
No, you know, we were very we were collaborators, so, and we participated and contributed to each other. So I think, you know, there are certain books that align with certain people's journeys that don't align with yours, and there's certain books that align with your journey. So when there was, you know, books that we were like, oh, I'm dealing with this, he's like, that's a good book for that. But I haven't read his whole book list, but I have all his books.
What's on Lauren's book list?
Oh my God. I always suggest The Alchemist first.
Yep.
My son is 13 and he read it when he was 10. A really good starter book, or not starter book, but a first book for me that was a good introduction to a way of life, was The Four Agreements. Is a really good book. And now I'm reading a book called Losing Control, Finding Serenity. I cannot remember the man's name that wrote the book.
That's a strong title.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us don't want to release or give up.
I know, but that's what holds us back.
Yeah.
So I'm reading that book right now.
I love that, Lauren.
Yeah.
Lauren, I love you beyond this world, dude. I thank you so much for coming in. You don't have to. And like I'm telling you, like,
you bless me. This is awareness and help and support. I always think about it like this. We're not always going to be our age with the access to certain cameras and ears and eyes, right? This is all a blessing. Right. I don't know how long this will be. So I'm just grateful that I can do it right now. You know what I mean?
And, you know, it's like doing it on power. It has a power, you know? It has, like,
we grew up listening to power.
What do you mean?
This was like a dream growing up. Like, you want to be on this, you know, in this energy of it, and you want to be able to speak your dreams in front of a lot of people. This is not to be taken for granted. So I am in no way do I feel like I did you any favor. You did me all the honor and favor. So I want to thank you for that.
I love you, Lauren.
For sure. Can I just say, though, because I think this is a really big thing, Hype Williams shot this campaign.
Yes. It's to me, I saw that, like, just Lauren, with us learning you from music videos or how, and to be with one of the greatest ever. and shoot this campaign?
I was having full circle moments the whole
Yeah.
time.
How is blonde Lauren? I saw those photos, and I know the L in Lauren stands for low key. Look, but that blonde is it's different.
It's
Did that
giving-
energy hit different?
I don't know. Was I a different person, J Rock, when I
You
put the
had
blonde
to
wig
be.
on? I had a bounce.
You had a bounce to you.
Well, then I guess so. It did change something. Yeah, they're saying it changed me a little bit. I was like giving you a shoulder a bit.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm not mad at it. Go ahead, girl. No, yeah, Goldie Loke.
Yeah, Goldie look, I love that. But that's what we type into when we hit this when we did the shoot with Hype Williams.
Oh, what did I tap into?
Yeah.
It was so many looks, so many days. I really was just trusting him in his whole creative process because I was like, I just
Hype
am
Williams,
honored
yeah.
to like, man, I used to want to be in his music videos, you know what I mean? So to shoot this campaign, and I was just, man, it was fun, right?
Yeah.
Like, I was just really observant.
Right.
I think my whole thing now when I'm working with people that I respect, I just observe and like, take in, soak up the knowledge.
I loved it too because, again, you're so low key, you're grounded, but this lets you turn up, Lauren. Turn up, get in that car,
God.
take those photos, get on that chair.
Right.
Like it was just it let you be that.
I don't know. We listened to a lot of music, a lot of oldies, and I think that helped me like get into my vibe. Yeah. We listened to a lot of like old school grooves, right? Yeah, it was a vibe there.
That's fire.
That was an honor. I will never forget that shoot.
Mm-hmm. And look, you can have a piece of it too. Puma.com right now. And then there's gonna be a pop-up this Saturday, tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow at the Marathon rooftop. They are opening up their doors. It's like a special shopping experience at the rooftop of the Marathon store that's not open yet, but the rooftop is, and so you can shop the entire collection, and the collection's unisex. It's not just for women.
Oh no, just the styles themselves, they fit both. You could tell that within the photo shoot, and I'm sure the different ways guys flip things, like low-key, even to bring in Nib's crew. I see even just because Groovy Lou helped him with his outfits. But for the guys to get it and then flip it the way they do, the way BH does it, the way Cuzzy does it, and Kabi does it, like they put their own flip on it. Like, damn, now I got it. Now let me turn it up. Yeah. And I think that's similar with your style too. It's like, okay, let me have a piece of that.
It was important for me to have it unisex because I want it to all be inclusive, you know? I just think that's important.
Yeah. No, thank you, Lauren, for stopping by. Again, the collection, LA Love Story, is out now. Puma.com, I'm sure marathonclothing.com, and the pop-up tomorrow, Saturday. Make sure you go through Melrose Marathon Clothing Store on the rooftop. That's gonna be beautiful.
Yes, get there.
Did you see how the sun came out, Lauren?
Yes.
It was rainy and a storm. The sun came out for this.
Yes, they say pray for rain. It cleared up some things.
That part.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Lauren London. Like always, this is home.
Of course. Thank you. I'll come back. I'll be back.
It's Power 106. Next time you're coming back, you're DJing.
Okay. I would love to. Oh my God.
Need you DJ.
Can I?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Drop it.
I'll make the playlist right now. What do you mean?
Let's go. It's Power 106.